Yeah, my name is Rob MacNeice. I'm the stand manager for Nikon here at the photography show. I'm also I sort of head up Nikon's professional service department. So my job is basically to look after professional photographers, keep them happy with their equipment, offer them loans, things like that, get them to trial new stuff and see all the great stuff that Nikon's got out there to offer.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, today at the show, obviously, why does Nikon really come to a trade show like this? Is it to showcase new products, to meet photographers, to hear feedback? Like, why specifically does Nikon look to come to a show like this today?
I think we have to. I mean, I think this is certainly the biggest photographic event in the UK yearly. All our main competitors are here, and we believe right now especially we're making the best products. So a lot of the people that we're talking to are people that haven't been using Nikon over the last few years, that might be considering moving over to cameras like the Z8 or the Z6III, a lot of the great cameras that we've got. But also it's to connect with our partners, connect with other companies, give our ambassadors a platform to speak and our Nikon creators as well. So there's many reasons why we're here, but it's all a really positive experience for us, and yeah, we couldn't not be here.
And for those who, I mean, a lot of the creators who watch me are videographers, either in the trade or looking to go into the trade. I mean, specifically, and Nikon for a long time, until they purchased RED last year. Would it be fair to say you guys weren't, I mean, I know that's what the industry thought, that you maybe weren't as focused on video. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, I think we've always been focused on video. What people don't remember is the first DSLR to have video was a D90, which was a Nikon one. But I think what we were lacking was a kind of heritage that some of our competitors had, that have had video ranges, been involved with broadcasting and TV for many years. So we were always kind of playing catch up in that respect. And I think we didn't really have the sort of the platform out to the videographers. But now I think with the RED Association, we've definitely got that. And we've been working at a few video shows recently, like BSC Expo a few weeks ago, and we'll be doing some more. So we'll be working more closely with RED, and I think having that synergy with them, having some of their technology and allowing them to have some of our technology, like we can see like the Komodo now having the Z mounts, which is a huge thing for Nikon, because I think historically and going back many years, Nikon glass was always very respected in the video industry. Even though we didn't have cameras for it, our competitors were using mounts to put some of that great old Nikon glass. You're obviously well aware of that yourself. But now I think having that synergy with RED and with the acquisition, we can only look forward to seeing really good things and being more closely associated with the video industry for sure. Yeah.
Fabulous. And a lot of people obviously are looking at the show content today, and maybe they're looking to see what's coming out, and we're in a world where we're seeing new Panasonic line come out and etc. And maybe in the nicest way possible, is there a kind of thing on the horizon that you could maybe announce or hint at in respect to like the Z8 Mark II or etc. in that respect? I
mean, not at this stage. I think, but the good news is we're keeping spoiling our existing customer base with new firmware. So only last week we had some new firmware for the Z8 and the Z6III, which gives you some more video functionality and so on. And we listen to photographers. We collect feedback from photographers and amateurs as well, and hobbyists and so on, and pass it up to Japan. So we keep improving the cameras through firmware. So the Z8 now is nothing like the Z8 when it was launched 2 years ago, and that keeps getting better. I mean, I'm not aware of any camera that's going to succeed the Z8 anytime soon. It will happen at some point, but in the meantime, the Z8 is still a great camera, still packed with the latest technology.
Fantastic. And for those who are maybe interested in those specific details, if you know off the top of your head about that firmware, I mean, we're shooting this on a Z6 Mark III at the moment. So maybe who are looking, and I know a lot of people who follow me are on Z8s or Z6 Mark IIIs, etc., or even maybe the Mark IIs. What are those kind of standout features for that firmware?
So there's been a lot of improvements with the last firmware, but firmware 2.1 on the Z8, we've also rolled it out to the Z6III as well. It's things like better zoom controls, better functionality controls, so you can do a lot more with the buttons and the function rings on your lenses, things like that, more cropping options. So a lot of kind of video-centric things that will be particularly of use to people that use their camera for video or use it as a hybrid camera, which a lot of people are doing these days. Yeah.
Fabulous. And we also a couple of weeks ago saw the launch of the 28-135mm with the power zoom. Is that something that Nikon is really going to look to kind of move forward with? And we're seeing more power zoom lenses and that kind of that longer term support for more cinematic zooms in that respect?
I mean, I genuinely don't know what the future holds, but I think it's a fair assumption to make that this will be the start of a big line of kind of more video-centric lenses. Yeah, I mean, the feedback on that, there's only 2 in the country right now. They're here because it hasn't even gone to market yet, but you can have a look at it on the show here. And the feedback we've had, I mean, we had it at BSC Expo a couple of weeks ago as well, and the feedback both from the photographic and the video and the sort of hybrid industry is it's a great lens, you know, eagerly awaited, and again, especially with that synergy with RED and so on, it really does sort of propel us a little bit more into the video world. So yeah, I think we'll see more to come, I would imagine.
Fabulous, thank you ever so much. And you know, for those who maybe are looking at this and thinking about either potentially reaching out about ambassadorship or curators, I mean, could you share a little bit about that process? Because I think a lot of people are maybe interested in either becoming or part of it, or like where are the boundaries, or like how does someone really start reaching out to potentially, you know, being an ambassadorship or working maybe directly with Nikon in that respect?
Well, I think what we've done a really good job of in the last couple of years is bringing a lot of younger photographers and creators forward to our ambassador program or our creator program. I think in terms of being an ambassador, it's really about photographers that are well recognised in the industry, so maybe won awards, you know, consistently put out good quality work, and you know, very respected by their peers and so on. Also, we look to people that have got a good existing relationship with Nikon and so on. Creators, we're always sort of on the lookout for new and fresh talent who can bring a little bit, especially where social media is concerned, because that's so important these days. Usually it's a case of we find the people that we want. I mean, sometimes people will approach us and we'll look at their work and we'll see how stunning it is and how many followers they've got and the sort of the reach that they've got that they can bring to our brand. And we may say, yeah, okay, brilliant, we'll have you. But usually we're on the lookout for the right sort of people to fit in with the brand, I would say.
Fabulous. Is there anything specifically at the show today that you're maybe like headlining, or new lenses or new cameras or etc., or anything you really want to showcase?
I mean, I think as you'd already mentioned, the 28-135 is really the main new lens that we've got here. Also, we have got a great lineup of relatively new cameras like the Z6III, which is doing really well, and the ZF, which came out a couple of years ago, our sort of retro style camera. But people, just speaking to the first hour here this morning, already speaking to a lot of people about the Z8, which, as you know, is a 2-year-old camera, but still really good, really attractive, and really, I would say, the best in its class. And the Z9, again, you know, really great camera if you want the very best. But other than that, we keep improving our Z range of lenses as well. So we've got over 40 lenses now. So, you know, coming from nothing a few years ago, built up that whole new system, and it's going just from strength to strength. So I would say there's a lot of things for everyone to look at really on the Nikon stand today.
Fantastic. And is there anything else you want to mention or specifically shout out or, you know, plug in that respect?
I think I should mention that it's International Women's Day, so we've got a good lineup of female creators speaking on our stand today, and some really sort of empowering talks and so on for women photographers. We want to try and help get more sort of women into photography, because traditionally it has been a sort of a male-dominated industry. So it's really great that Nikon can be a big part of that. Other than that, no, I don't think so. I'm just looking forward to being in the show. It's strange because this is my 19th year doing this show, but it's always been in Birmingham before, so it's nice to have it in London for once, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Fabulous. Thank you ever so much for coming.
That's all right, no problem. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Today, so I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did and you would like to hear how video can help your business in 2025, I'll leave my information somewhere around this video, and I expect we'll be back next year. So thank you ever so much for consuming the content from this year's show, and I'll be back very soon with a brand new content showing how you can utilize social media, video, and of course you know, media as a whole to grow your business. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.